boy, it's just gonna repair. Hey everybody, it's my friend Juliane. If you're on Yoga Stay, you have seen her in numerous videos. We've been practicing together for over a decade. That's kind of ridiculous when you say it out loud. And I have coerced her into being in this video. We're going to share our little practice. Juliane and I practice once a week together, and we practice pretty intense. So we're going to try to do a short, intense practice. If you want, you can grab a couple blocks for this practice. But we are going to start in seated because we've already done a little bit of yoga and we're both a little bit tired. So I hope that will help with us not being more intense than it needs to be. And let's just take a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. I like to kneel on a block. It's my favorite, but you can sit any way you like. Go ahead and close your eyes and come to your breath. And you can just choose your natural, normal breath. It doesn't have to be anything that doesn't feel comfortable in your body. So if you're an Ujjayi breather, you certainly can take your Ujjayi breath, which is simply a constriction in the back of the throat, expanding your chest and your belly laterally and out in front and out behind. And then as you exhale, your throat constricts and you have like a ha sound that comes out of your nose. So if you want to try it, we can do it together. Start by breathing normally, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then move the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with that ha sound. Like you're trying to fog a mirror. Good, let's do two more. Last one. Now close the lips and continue to make that sound. Perfect, and keep going. And that's your Ujjayi breath, that constriction in the back of the throat, that little squeeze in the belly. And if that feels good, stay here. It heats the body from within. Your natural breath is equally as good here as well. So on your next breath, let's go ahead and come into tabletop position. So pad your knees if you need it. A blanket's good here. You can also fold your mat if you like. Now let's do a few cat-cows. So I'm going to take my hands slightly forward of my shoulders, knees slightly behind the hips, just to give myself a really big cat-cow, and soften your belly down on the inhale, round on the exhale. Just give yourself a few moments to move and breathe. Good, two more. Last one. And let's come back to a flat back. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. So this is just going to be a quick little practice. Soften between your shoulder blades. You can look back at your toes. Knees can stay down if this is way too much. Hands are spread out nice and wide. Soften between the shoulder blades. And now let's walk our hands back to our feet here. Now here's a great place for blocks, or take out your feet super wide and bend your knees so your hands can come to the floor. So I like this because it's a nice stretch across the back. You can turn your toes out a little bit for this forward fold if it feels good. And then pushing down through the feet, hands on the waist, shoulder blades on the back. Let's come all the way up to standing. And inhale, reach the arms high to the sky. You can move your feet together if you like. And hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. And again, you can take your feet out wide as you fold forward if it feels good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach, and adjust the feet as you need. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. And now bring your hands to your waist. Step your left foot forward to the top of your mat. Pivot and plant your right foot. Let's come into a warrior two stance. So heel toe your feet apart. Inhale, sweep your arms out into a T. And then straighten out through the front leg. Reach up with the fingertips. Exhale, sit into warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Now take that right hand down the back of the right leg, left arm up to the sky, and here's where it gets interesting. We're going to cartwheel our hands to the floor, and you can either pivot on the toe and lower the knee down, or push back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you can make your way either to tabletop or stand dog. And come forward to plank. Lower down any way you like. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, roll through your cobra. Exhale, back to tabletop. Back to down dog. And walk your hands back towards your feet. Good. Stay in your forward fold. Gets nice and wide here. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Now take your hands to your waist. Right foot steps forward now. Warrior two. So go ahead and adjust your feet as you need to. Float your arms out into T. And now left hand comes down the back of the left thigh, right arm up to the sky. And then come back to warrior two. Straighten out through that front leg, reach up. Sit into warrior two. Reach up. Sit into warrior two. Two more. Last one, reach all the way up. And then coming into warrior two, this is where we're gonna windmill our hands down to the floor, pivot on your left toe. You can step back to down dog, or you can lower down back to table. Inhale, forward to top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll through cobra. Exhale, flip the toes under, press back, either down dog or tabletop. Walking your hands back towards your feet. Make your way back to a forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, walk to the center of your mat. Find a space on the floor where you can set your gaze. And then root down through your right foot, bring your left heel to the inside of your right ankle. So this is the first part of tree. I call this shrub, so you can stay here. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, you can bring the left foot to the inside of the calf. I like to grab my foot. I can never get my foot to the inside of my thigh. That's just not my jam. So go ahead and play with your version of tree. If you have a wall nearby, I find that's awesome to use the wall for balance. Good. And now, bring your knee out in front. Kick your toes forward, left toes forward, reach up. And then swing back to warrior three. Oh, yeah. That's why I always practice next to the wall. It's okay if you fall out. That's totally cool, because that's totally truthful. Good. Both feet together. Shake it out. Ooh, let's do the other side. I'm feeling that glute. Rooting down through that left leg, right heel to the inside of the ankle. And if you're good here, stay here. This is still tree. If you want to adjust, you can bring your foot to the inside of your shin, maybe upper inner thigh, whatever your jam is. Like I said, this is not my jam. All right, now hands to the waist. Bring the knee out in front. Kick the toes out in front. And then see if you can move to your version of warrior three, whatever that looks like. Good. Now step your feet together before you fall over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, reach behind you. Inhale, sit back to chair. Exhale and fold, touch the floor. And now step back to down dog. Lower the knees down. And make your way to seated. And from seated, make your way onto your back. Good. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And this is usually the most yoga I do all day. I don't usually do a big, long practice every single day. Float your arms out into T, let your knees fall to the right. Inhale back through center into the left. Good. And inhale back through center. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And then make your way to Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. And we are going to leave you here. Take a nice nap, and we'll catch you next time.